growing out of its beginnings as a game for valiant mountain climbers, skiing is presently a standard winter movement for the entire family. Also, ski resorts have stayed aware of the interest, adding inns, cafes, après-ski diversion, and all way of indoor and outside entertainment. Yet, for skiers, it's the snow that matters and the landscape of the mountainsides it falls on. For the world's most popular ski resorts are in Europe and North America. The 1998 Winter Olympics set Japan immovably on the ski guide, and devotees' mission for all-year snow has brought the Andes more consideration. A ton of contemplations go into picking the best ski resort for your excursion, yet for this rundown, the ski experience itself, the assortment and challenge of the landscape, the snow conditions, and lift access prevail in choosing these top decisions for any genuine skier's list of must-dos. Regardless of whether you intend to go or to ski on your own neighborhood mountains, it is vital to check the situation with Global Travel and the ski resort's site for the most recent data and updates. Observe the best slants for you with our rundown of the top ski resorts on the planet. Before we jump into the content, don't forget to click that like button, subscribe to the channel, and click that ring bell to stay updated about our latest videos. Presently a portion of Vail Resort Sponge, Whistler Blackcomb consolidates the heavenly landscape of two mountains to make it Canada's chief ski resort and the biggest winter sports region in North America. The joined skiable landscape offers in excess of 200 runs to by 37 lifts. One of these, the 3-kilometer in addition to the peak-to-peak, Vindola joins the two mountain ridges and is the world's longest unsupported lift range. These exceptionally specialized offices, combined with the assortment of territory, totally open dishes on Whistler Mountain and the Horseman Glacier on Blackcomb, where you can ski all year, and top-notch prepping save Whistler a top choice for genuine skiers. Whistler Blackcomb is additionally a top pick of freeform skiers and visitors. 5 assorted parks covering 99 sections of land of snow are intended for all degrees of freeform, from simple leaps and rails to the Nintendo Terrain Park and an Olympic-sized line. The geniuses train here, yet the wide assortment makes this a decent spot to get familiar with the fundamentals. Unique perspectives that stretch to the Pacific Ocean, a lot of landscape for all expertise levels, and an enchanting full administration resort town right at the base settle on it a similarly decent decision for families and relaxed skiers. There's sufficient snow and mountains to go around, and it's simply a 2-hour drive from Vancouver. Whistler is only one of a few remarkable ski resorts in British Columbia. A large number of these are situated inside of the region, yet are still simple to reach from Vancouver, either via vehicle or a short flight. Courchevel is the biggest and generally popular of the few interlinked ski resorts known as Les Trois Valleys, 3 valleys, which structure the biggest ski area in Europe. Notwithstanding the 150 kilometers of elevated runs, you can reach from Courchevel's own 60 lifts. This connection into admittance to a sum of 600 kilometers of interconnected ski runs, in addition to 4 ice sheets. The whole region is spread across the 10 highest points, with heights over 2,500 meters. Add to these standout insights the way that the hotels get a yearly snowfall of 4 meters and have best-in-class preparing to keep their runs in top condition. In late March 2022, Courchevel has the Alpine Ski World Cup Slalom, Downhill, Super G, and equal occasions for all kinds of people. Although Courchevel is a top choice of specialists for its sublime off-piste landscape, tree skiing, couloirs, tycoon-studded soaks, every one of Courchevel's 5 separate towns has great territory for amateurs and intermediates. Around 1/4 of Courchevel's pistes are for novices and 33% for intermediates. Courchevel is particularly family accommodating. Free chairlifts serve the fledgling regions, and attractive security vests for youngsters are given on lifts. Notwithstanding its standout skiing, Courchevel is eminent for its extravagance facilities and top-notch food at a few Michelin-featured cafes. Regardless of whether it has one of the world's most excellent mountains as a scenery, Switzerland's ski resort of Zermatt would be a spot skiers long for. It's the most elevated winter sports region in the Alps, and it has the best upward drop in Switzerland, in addition to the grand pinnacle of the Matterhorn should be visible from wherever on its 350 kilometers of trails. Last year was the world's most noteworthy threes lift, conveying 2,000 skiers an hour to the Matterhorn Glacier at 3,883 meters height, where you can ski all year. Insufficient motivation to ski here? Attempt the possibility not exclusively to ski over a mountain pass and down into a path framework on the opposite side. However, it's over a global limit also. The Matterhorn's southern face is in Italy, and skiing over the Theodule Pass drives you into the massive path arrangement of Breuil-Cervinia in Italy's Val d'Aosta. There's likewise Europe's longest downhill run from Matterhorn glacial mass, Klein Matterhorn, into Zermatt, north of 25 kilometers in length. Zermatt Snow Park on the Theodule Glacier, one of the greatest in the Alps, is the problem area for snowboarders and freeride skiers. High in the Italian Dolomites, the 5 battered pinnacles of the Cinque Torri give the stylish town of Cortina d'Ampezzo a lovely setting, just as wonderful a ski landscape. After the Winter Olympics were held here in 1956, the delightful individuals followed, making Cortina, for a long time, the favored winter resort of the joyriders. Even though it currently has a lot more extensive demographic, it actually has the stylish shops and in-vogue amusement scenes you'd expect of a shrewd European ski resort. In any case, skiing is still a huge draw. For all its Olympic-grade soaks and high-height snowfields, about a large portion of the skiable territory is moderate, and there is a lot of snow for fledglings as well. Alongside downhill skiing, Cortina offers miles of beautiful cross-country ski trails, a sled run that is floodlit around evening time, and the Olympic Arena for ice skaters. Cortina is a long way from Alum in the Dolomites, where 12 hotels share a solitary Dolomiti Superski Pass that gives admittance to the lifts and trails of every one of them. This incorporates more modest, more close retreats like Val Gardena, one of the few ski towns in adjoining valleys between the pinnacles known as the Gruppo del Sella. Trails and lifts interface almost 400 kilometers of interconnected skiing, including the Marmolada Glacier. The whole region has been named a UNESCO World Heritage Site. Ski towns don't get any prettier or more heartfelt than the walled town of Kitzbühel in the Austrian Alps, not a long way from Innsbruck and Salzburg. Despite the fact that its beautiful, frescoed structures house exclusive lodgings and expensive shops like those of Cortina or St. Moritz, Kitzbühel likewise invites families and spending-plan voyagers with little family-run motels. There's likewise something for all skiers in Kitzbühel's 170 kilometers of skiable pistes and in the bordering ski Welt, where 280 additional kilometers are served by 90 lifts. The most difficult of all declining races are held here every year, the infamous Hannen Kamm, on a landscape as steep as 85% vertical in places. The Little Bischlam region is uniquely intended for riders and freestylers. Kitzbühel and the ski Welt are associated by transport, and both are essential for the Kitzbühel Alps All-Star Card, which remembers 9 different ski regions for Austria. The quantity of world ski contests that have been facilitated at St. Moritz should inform you something concerning this renowned hotel. This is A-list skiing. The Winter Olympics were held here in 1928 and 1948, and you can frequently see contests at its Olympic ski hop. There's a lot of ski territory for non-Olympians as well. St. Moritz is known for its long transitional runs and another exceptional halfway territory, and with more than 20 lists to look over, you'll observe inclines and pistes for each ability level. Above St. Moritz and reached from the town by the Corviglia funicular, trails from the 2,486-meter town of Corviglia have superb alpine perspectives. St. Moritz is one of Europe's first, in some cases the first, winter resorts. It has a savvy customer base and particular demeanor of extravagance. There are a lot of activities other than skiing: ice skating, sledding, Nordic skiing, sledding, and kite skiing. The greatest of Colorado's ski resorts, and one of the biggest on the planet, Vail offers sufficient territory to keep a devoted skier in any expertise level occupied. Long, all-around prepared runs ignore the lavish lodgings and upscale eateries and shops in the similarly very much manicured town of Vail. Specialists head for the 7 back bowls for knocks and meadows, which the normal 350 crawls of yearly snowfall keep in prime condition. Vail is known not only for its size, more than 5,289 sections of land of skiing served by 31 lifts, yet for its assortment. 3 separate landscape parks, keep riders blissful, and Boondock Scares track down Powder Paradise here. With similar elite skiing as its adjoining Dolomite resort Cortina d'Ampezzo, yet without the fabulousness or costs, the towns of Val Gardena offer a more easygoing, serene experience. Val Gardena's 160 kilometers of trails and lifts are associated with those in a few nearby valleys between the pinnacles of the Gruppo del Sella, making almost 400 kilometers of interconnected skiing that incorporates the Marmolada Glacier. Almost 66% of the territory came from Val Gardena is for cutting-edge and master skiers, perhaps the most elevated rate in the Dolomites. Be that as it may, the start and moderate skiers actually have in excess of 130 kilometers to appreciate. Try not to anticipate lively nightlife in the towns of Ordizai, Santa Cristina, and Selva Val Gardena. Go to Cortina for that. All things considered, you'll track down an unwinding and amicable climate of true alpine neighborliness, just as little cabins and conventional motels serving nearby food. Individuals come here for the skiing, for example, skiing 4 runs utilized for the People's Declining and Monster Slalom World Championship races with normal angles of more than 25%. The new specialist La Raya Run, beginning from the Dandroseppi streetcar, has slants as incredible as 52% in places, alongside sufficient normal snow and best-in-class preparing. Val Gardena's framework is best in class. Its 81 lifts incorporate Italy's initial 8-seater chairlift with warmed seats on the Pizzella, offering an immediate association with the Celerana course. Val Gardena is remembered for the Dolomiti Super Ski Pass, permitting admittance to 11 different retreats in the locale. Try not to forget to click the subscribe button as well as that bell in order to get notified about similar content. Thanks for watching.